So this is why we are crashing. Israel strikes Iran nuclear sites and military leadership as Middle East braces for retaliation. Yes, Israel military says it conducted a large-scale strike on Iranian defenses, and now Israel braces for retaliation from Iran, and this is definitely affecting the global market, not just only the traditional market, even the crypto market. And that was also the reason why we started to see a free fall here in price action of Bitcoin. But Bitcoin, even after the news, is still holding one of the most important support from this CPI indicator, which we are not allowed to break at any cost. Yes guys, above 100,000 we have extremely important support lying for Bitcoin. So if we want to remain bullish, if we want to see the price of Bitcoin continue this uptrend, then we are not allowed to break below this CPI trend line. But if we lose the support, which will be holding us around 100 to 105,000 in between that range, then we must prepare ourselves for a continuation that could look somehow like this: Bitcoin free falling towards this monthly S1 line, which is around 94,700, and we don't want that to happen. That's why, to avoid this bearish continuation, what must the price in the medium short term do? The price in the medium short term must remain above 100,000, and parallelly Bitcoin is also testing a very important support from this Williams alligator indicator, which is also going to be acting as additional support for Bitcoin, because during uptrend we have found out Bitcoin, after showing weakness, found support at this rising trend line, the Williams alligator indicator, which later resulted in a bullish continuation. You can see each and every pullback around this Williams alligator indicator during uptrend resulted in a bullish continuation. So in our case, above 100,000, even this Williams alligator indicator will be holding us. So we are not allowed to break below that range, because breaking below this 100,000 support means Bitcoin could be heading towards this monthly S1 line, which will bring the price of Bitcoin around 94,000, and that is what we want to avoid. And parallelly, as you can see, even in a weekly time frame, Bitcoin is still holding one of the most important support from this ascending triangle, the upper trend line, because in history, each and every time whenever the price has found support at this upper trend line, right, it has resulted in some very bullish move, just like as shown in an example. So that's why in our case, the price of Bitcoin is above this horizontal trend line, right? We have to remain above it, because failing to find support above this trend line means we must expect a continuation towards this lower rising trend line from this ascending triangle, which will bring the price of Bitcoin again around 95,000, and that is what we want to avoid. So what I'm trying to pinpoint here is that Bitcoin in a bigger frame still looks very bullish. I've been very clear with you guys. A pullback like this, but price remaining above 100,000 means we will be getting another buying opportunity, because we are expecting this uptrend to continue. But if we fail to do that, I mean, if the price fails to show a continuation in this manner, higher highs, higher lows continuation pattern, if we fail to show a continuation like this, what in that case, we might come back for a retest around this lower trend line from this ascending channel before deciding the trend direction. And this pullback will also bring the price of Bitcoin around 95,000. So what is important for us? The support which is holding us above 100,000, because if the 100,000 support remains, then parallelly you can see even in a daily time frame, Bitcoin is following the symmetrical triangle type of formation, and if the support which is holding us over 100,000 remains, then you can see we could still show a move in this manner. I mean, Bitcoin after testing the lower trend line support could still break out. So if we want to see the price of Bitcoin continue with this uptrend, then 100,000 is not allowed to break, because breaking that means we must prepare ourselves for a continuation to the downside. And parallelly, even according to this Wyckoff's accumulation breakout and markup phase scenario, you can see Bitcoin has officially ended this accumulation phase. This was our accumulation phase. We have ended this accumulation phase, and now after ending this accumulation phase, now we could be in this reaccumulation phase, just like I shown you an example. So if we consolidate around this area for a while, please do not panic. That could be just a temporary pullback before expecting another continuation in this manner. But failing to hold the support above 100,000 means this bullish scenarios which I showed you have to wait. Yes guys, unfortunately the bullish continuation pattern which I just showed you have to wait if the price loses the support which we have above 100,000. And last but not the least, what I also want to show you guys is this descending broadening wedge. Again, Bitcoin looks fine above 100,000, but if we lose the support above 100,000, I showed you, right, this lower trend line 95,000, in between that range will be attracting us. This lower rising trend line again around 95,000 will be attracting us, and parallelly the price will also come back for a retest, which will bring the price of Bitcoin around 95,000 before choosing a direction. But for now, since we are above 100,000, please do not panic. I have been very clear with you guys. Only if we break below 100,000, that is when the alarm bell starts ringing. But for now, as long as we remain above this trend line, any sort of a pullback will be just a temporary pullback. So these were some of the quick update that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.